Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the San Francisco 49ers.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. They find some open field here. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard. Second down now after the pass completion. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll set up a throw. They set up the screen to Rawls. 13 yards that time and a first.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. Back to throw now on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Kentrell Bryce picks it. And he is all the way up past the 25. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Here we go, gun! Watch it now, Barney! All right, now, back that it up, Philly! Here we go now! Back that it up, Philly! Here we go!
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Again, they run with Gurley. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
On first down, it's Gurley. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. The counter, Gurley, and an alley to run. Gurley's got the first down and then some. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They go play action here on first down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Watch it now, Barney. Over. Detroit.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on third and a tough 9. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down.
Green, 39.
Throwing his Bortles on third down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
The drive begins with a run by Rawls. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on second and 11. Now they try the right side here. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 2 yards gets them back to where they started, but now third and 10.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now this time he'll look to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And a big 32-yard play on third.
After that nice game there, for the rest of the game, the defense is going to have to respect the running backs as passing threats as well. Not just play them strictly to run the football. They may be able to get downfield and catch it too.
Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it first and 10. Looking right. And some room to maneuver. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Well, when you're able to break a run against a cover 2 or a 2-deep zone, safeties are back a little ways. What you're counting on is the guys taking care of business up front and then maybe climbing to the second level, that offensive lineman or tight end getting up to the second level and able to block the safety in order to create a big run.
And making those linemen work with a couple blocks. They look good doing it there. Another run, but this time it's Rawls. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
They'll drop to throw. He'll buy some time right, and he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a 1st down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great effort there. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks are able to strike for 6. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the former Stanford Cardinal, Richard Sherman. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett, he's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. It's Gurley. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 9 yards on the gain there, so from 2nd and 19, now we've got a 3rd and 10.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more after this.
Hey, cut his right. Watch tight end.
Gurley again here on first down. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
For Gurley. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
A nickel look by Seattle on 3rd down.
Yep, 5 defensive backs now.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
Take it. Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Leopard.
From the gun on 3rd down, Bortles. And that is incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone. And now here's a carry heading left. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
Well, how many times do we say in this game is speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways. In this case, you got a back who's quick, and shifty. Can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice gain.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by James Bradbury. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you cross-country to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando with our halftime report. Here's Larry Ridley. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more of that.
The third quarter starts with a run by Gurley. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Let's go.
Working from the gun, it's Bortles. He finds Corey Davis. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Bortles now on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. They'll run it now out of the gun. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves them with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Let's go. Green, 39. Gone. 36.
From midfield, here's Bortles. And this is going to be incomplete.
And that incompletion was caused by the defense. I think they were trying to get one into the middle of the field, trying to find a receiver there. But they were in zone defense. And what are the advantages of being in zone? Eyes and reaction. Eyes meaning all eyes are on the quarterback and able to react when he throws the football and rally to that spot. And that's exactly what happened there. Able to get there and knock it away.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down.
Green, 39. Green, 39. Leopard.
They'll go for it. It's Bortles. Hill shedding the tackle. He is going to find Hill here. Give him 8 on the gain there, and it'll be first down 49ers.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football.
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Detroit!
Now it's Gurley. And down inside the 15 he goes. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Todd Gurley taking it in from 14 yards out. And the 49ers get a score closer. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. Now McManus on to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And he finds Tyler Kroft. And he's brought down after a good gain. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Shift together here from the D-line. Now they try the right side here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
So when you call a corner blitz, what a lot of teams call a cat blitz, you're expected to come after the quarterback. But in this case, he ran into the ball carrier. Really nice technique, because what you do is you come deep as the deepest offensive player, so he can't get outside of you.
He'll drop to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. And they're definitely showing blitz here. He'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A short gain there of just 4, and that'll bring up a 4th down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Here's Riley Dixon now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it winds us down to the end of the 3rd quarter. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
2nd down to the offense in search of 6 yards. To to throw is Bortles. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Bortles going to try and throw on third down. Completes it to Davis. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Bortles. And Hill with it over the middle. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line. A good pick up there at 20 yards. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Let's go. Blue, Randy. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
Again, it's Bortles. Flush to his right. And he's got some space here. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now Bortles. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped. But I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. And he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back. They get 17 down to the 17, and it's a 1st down. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Back to the ground game here. Gurley. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Todd Gurley, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. Now McManus on. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Well, the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And they'll get it all the way out near midfield to the 45. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Oh, look at the juke. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Time is starting to run out, really becoming a factor. We'll see if the defense can get the stop they need to get the ball back to the offense. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And the Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Being chased out left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Craig. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Eluding the pressure right. Room here to run. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And, Charles, in this situation, this is where the word miracle comes into play.
Have to score real fast, maybe throw a jump ball in the end zone and hope for the best.
On 2nd down, here's Bortles. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Myles Garrett in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. To throw, it's Bortles. Frank Clark in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long.
And twice in a row, the quarterback goes down. This offense needs 2 scores, not giving up 2 sacks.
Here we go now. 3-19. No. Check. Patriot.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know. Defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
Watching that, Barney.
Now Bortles, got to have this one. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory. First and goal from the 5. They come up in an offset eye. They'll try to run with Rolls. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, Week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. It's just